What's up, everybody? This is your girl Ebony, and today I want to talk about people being confused with what they want out of life. And I feel like this is going to help somebody. I'm hoping that it helps somebody. Let me cut this. Okay. I'm hoping that this helps someone out here today, okay? So what I'm going to talk about, people's actions are not aligning up with what they say out here in these streets. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. People's actions are not aligning with what they say they want in these streets. Okay? A lot of people out here are unaware or can't identify their emotions and what they want deep down inside. What do I mean by that? All right. I can say I really like this tea, right? I'm not sponsored by them, so I'm just gonna, y'all see the tea. I can say I really like that tea, right? But y'all can catch me with another brand tea more than you catch me with that brand tea that I say that I really like. So that means that I said one thing, but what I'm doing is something totally different. What I'm drinking all the time is something totally different from what I showed you the first time. So we're going to talk about relationships, and we're going to talk about situationships today. And we're going to talk about strength today, okay? Relationships, situationships, whatever you want to call it. All that is, ladies and gentlemen, all that is, situationships, relationships, whatever. All that is a title for a situation. And why I say that? Because a lot of people don't honor the title. Okay? A lot of people don't respect the title of a relationship. Let's talk about the relationship. A lot of people don't respect the relationship title simply because they feel like if they're not married, they don't have to commit to you as if you were their husband or their wife. Now, this goes for people out here who don't respect the fact that you have a girlfriend or you have a boyfriend simply because y'all are not married. There was a video that I heard a young lady say on her video, right? She said that she would continue to talk to a man that's in a relationship versus talking to a man that's married. She don't believe in letting an opportunity go with a man that has a girlfriend versus an opportunity with a man that has a wife. She said simply because that man can break up with that girl. And I absolutely understand that situation right there. I understand that. But like, I also understand and can comprehend that if that man can talk to me or come conversate with me or want to catch up with me or link with me, he doesn't respect the fact that he chose to tell this girl that they are in a relationship. And basically what relationships is, basically you're saying that y'all are being committed to one another in this situation. You are his, he is yours. Not specifically like you're my property, but we committed to each other. This is what it is. Like, we're gonna fuck with each other heavy, me and you. And I'm gonna respect that. But a lot of people don't understand that in a relationship, you're basically letting someone know right then and there whether or not you're capable of being a husband or being a wife or being that partner that is reliable. In that situation right there, you're basically being placed on like a trial to see if you're capable of sustaining trials and tribulations that may come. Now, I'm not saying this is like for every situation in life, or like this is the set rules. What I'm on here is, I'm on here to explain different things that I've come up in my head with, as far as my understanding. Now, I love when you guys comment and share your opinions or have your say so or whatever you have. But from my understanding, when you're in a relationship, from what I believe and think and how I process it, is like it's a trial between me and you to see if I can really handle you, or or do I really like you, or do I really want to be with you, and it's vice versa for the other person in a relationship. If you can respect them in a relationship, being though you're not married, so per se, that people say, what makes you think that when you get married, you're going to do any and everything possible for that marriage? What makes you think that you're going to be strong enough to curb temptation in a marriage? That's what a lot of y'all need to think about, Mom, and understand.
Some chicken.
Okay. Whatever you're doing out here today in the world before you even get married is what you're going to probably make that mistake when you're married. So I don't understand how people really come up with that, oh, marriage is serious. Well, yes, marriage is serious, and marriage is a legal commitment that you decide to make with another person, okay? So, being that you're saying marriage is serious, but you have not practiced in a relationship to curb your temptational desires for people that come up to you, people that want to throw you off your game, being that you're in a relationship. You have not practiced that while you've been in that relationship. Even though you're technically single, you didn't treat it as if I was married to this woman, or if I was married to this man, I'm not going to allow her or him to tempt me to do something, because I really care for this person, I really respect this person, I really understand this person, and I feel like she's irreplaceable, I feel like he's irreplaceable, I feel like I can't find anyone like him or her in my life at this point in time. A lot of y'all don't understand that you don't really know yourself. You don't really understand that you have some work to do within you on yourself, to the point where you feel like you want to be in a relationship with somebody, but you're not understanding why you're struggling. You're not understanding why you're not at the next level or the next point in your life. And that's because you feel like you want a relationship, or you feel like you don't want a relationship. Now, let's talk about those people out here that feel like, they don't want a relationship, but they want to do relationship things. Let's talk about that. How people say one thing out their mouths. They don't want a relationship. I don't want a relationship. I'm good. I just got out of this and that and that. But you're willing to put off the actions and put off the motions of being in a relationship with somebody you proclaim that you don't want. Now, to the people that's allowing people to do the relationship thing with them, that's all fine and dandy. I hear a lot of people tell me that I'm strong-minded and strong-willed and all this stuff, but I could not be the person that I am if I did not practice the things that I'm telling you. I could not be who I am today if I didn't put in the work for these moments. Even while you're being in a relationship, you still have time to work on yourself. You still have time to understand yourself. You still have time to really dig deep and identify feelings and emotions within yourself that you didn't understand, instead of pushing them off and allowing feelings to make you do stupid stuff. A lot of y'all allow y'all feelings to make y'all do dumb stuff to the point where you're pushing yourself back to the back burner, to the land of not important, not respected. A lot of y'all is pushing yourselves to that island or to that position or to that place, whatever you want to call it, of no respect, of no identity, of no morals, all because of a feeling. You want a feeling that's what gonna only last for a little bit, like a little while. You're allowing people to disrespect you to your face, and you're okay with that. That's a confidence and a self-esteem issue within yourself, to the point where you feel like you're less than that person that you hold on a pedestal. You hold a person so high simply because they're making you feel so good in a point or a moment or a time frame or whatever the situation may be, to the point where you're not willing to let them go. You're not willing to say, you know what, if we're not on the same page, I'm just going to stay over here by myself. All because you want to feel this feeling. Once you feel that feeling, do you not know that it disappears, it goes away? Don't you know that you're going to experience other feelings, such as disappointment, disrespect, all that, simply just because you decide to do whatever you had to do for this one feeling? And a lot of times it's like for sex or for a relationship comfort. I want to say relationship comfort because a lot of times the people that say they don't want a relationship but they're doing relationship things is simply because they want the relationship comfort. They want the things that make them feel significant, as if they're in a relationship, that makes them feel better about having the ideal of having a relationship, but feel great about the fact that they're not identifying who they're with or what they're doing with this person as a relationship. They want to have the freedom of being single and doing what they want to do, but they want to lock you down into making you think that it's something that it's not, simply because they doing stuff with you. I start to curse. Simply because they doing stuff with you, making you feel like it's a relationship, and it's not. A lot of y'all need to stop being so confused on saying that y'all don't want a relationship. In reality wise, y'all really want a relationship. Y'all just don't want to put a title on a situation that you're comfortable with, letting it ride out to be whatever it is, because you don't want to put in the work on being committed to a person. And the other person, the party that's involved in the situation, y'all need to gain some balls, for real. It's too many people that's out here that's allowing people to make them likes. And I be thinking about, myself as well in a situation, because I don't want to experience things like that. I don't want to be put in a position like that. But if I'm put in a position like that, it's not the fact that y'all think that somebody is strong. It's the fact that we practice. Though people that practice getting themselves out of situations that makes them feel good, that makes them feel like, they're loved, that makes them feel significant, that makes them feel proud and, honored and blessed to have this person in their life. That stuff feels so good. To feel like the other person making you feel like also that it's something more than what it really is. The practice part of it is checking yourself and being realistic with yourself about somebody. They're treating you how they really feel. they're really treating you how they really feel about you. And they can't, you can't sugarcoat that, you can't hide it, you can't do none of that. What?
I just want to say thank you.
I'm on live. My son. But how they really treating you, how they really feel about you is coming out in the beginning. And I know that it feels like, it feels like a real relationship. I know from experience that that people will put in your mind that it's something that is truly not. And then you're the one who's gonna have to put in that work, and you're the one who's gonna have to put in that time to dig yourself out of the emotional train over and over again if you keep allowing people to do that. If you don't practice these things now, you're going to keep getting pulled into that emotional hole and that fantasy hole. And I say fantasy hole because we think about stuff being what it is not. I don't know if everybody do it, but I know as a woman that most women tend to put themselves in a fantasy thing or make something seem like it's something that is really not. And if we keep continuously doing that, we're digging ourselves deeper and deeper into a fantasy emotional hole. So we have to practice being realistic with yourself, being like real with yourself, really looking at situations for what they are. Like, look at a situation for really what it is. Like, that person not calling you or not texting you like that, or y'all was once talking really, really heavy and then it starts slacking off. Y'all really don't see each other as much. They're really not like opening up to you as much as you're opening up to them. That's really telling you like where it is, where it's going. Like, I feel like a man knows exactly who they want, what they want, and why they want it. So if that man is giving you that, or that woman is showing you that, it is what it is. They're letting you know from jump that what it is. And you need to start putting in that work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and distance myself from this person because they're letting me know from the jump they don't want nothing. And if I want a relationship, let me go ahead and practice what I need to do for myself to be available for a situation or a relationship when it comes my way. Meaning that I'm going to boost my confidence. I'm going to make sure I'm right financially. I'm going to make sure I'm practicing work on my mental state. I'm going to make sure that, I do any and everything for me, that I show myself self-care, that I know who I am as a person, that I can identify my emotions, that I can really take my feelings out of the situation and really think logically about situations that's going on in my life instead of making it seem one way that it's really not. Like, that's that hard work that you got to put in for you. Because people won't come into your life to make you believe something that it really isn't. And just because, let me say this, just because somebody is being real with you and letting you know that they don't want a relationship, but then they're messing with you as if y'all really is in a relationship, putting boundaries in what I want to say, putting boundaries and limitations to what it is that you do, because they out here and you can't be out here. You can't be out here messing with any and everybody. You can't be out here talking to any and everybody, but they can. That's a no-go. That's a no-go from get-go. Like, that's a no-go. You can't tell me that I can't talk to or conversate with anybody or make myself available, and you're telling me you don't want nothing more than that. Ain't no way. A lot of y'all out here really falling short because y'all allow somebody to tell y'all what y'all can't do, and y'all allow somebody to tell y'all the truth to the point where y'all become dumbfounded. Respect the truth, respect the truth at all. You know, I respect the truth by any means. Lord knows I respect the truth. I'm an honest person, and I expect that back in return. I respect the truth. I respect what you tell me, but also, and I have to think about me, because a lot of people come out here and get with you and talk to you and say stuff to you to make you think that they care about you, they love you, and they want you, but they really don't. So at the end of the day, you have to think about you. You have to think about you. And if you care for that person, you respect that person to the point where y'all start to compromise and come to a middle ground. But just because they tell you the truth, that don't mean be stupid. Okay? Respect the truth. I respect the truth. But because I know the truth, that don't mean that I'm going to be dumb. That don't mean I'm going to be stupid. That don't mean I'm going to keep allowing you to run circles around me. At some point in time, you got to wake up. You got to wake up. Kudos, you don't want a relationship. Kudos, you still talk to whomever you want to talk to. Kudos, you still vibing and out here doing your thing. Okay, but I'm going to fall back. And when you ready to be in a relationship, or you ready to let me know where we're going with this, then we can connect. But until then, nah, I'm not going to keep staying here and being stupid for you. For you to keep running circles around me because you think that's okay. And I am allowing that. So it plays parts on you too. Okay? Stop allowing people to tell you the truth. And because you respect their honesty, you allow them to run circles around you. Nah, get out of here with that. Cool. You told me the truth. I respect that. Well, I don't see myself doing what it is that you're doing. I don't see myself being okay with you playing with my emotions. As a human being, I have emotions. I have feelings too. So I don't see myself allowing that in my life. But yeah, when you ready to be in a relationship, when you make the decision you're ready to go to the next level, or you want something with me, then we can do that. I feel like a lot of people out here don't want to be alone. Y'all don't want to be. Y'all don't want to be alone. Y'all don't want to be by yourselves. Y'all don't want to take time to get to know you, to understand you, to identify with you, to really see where it is that you want to go. Y'all don't really want. Y'all want distraction after distraction after distraction, instead of understanding that you're prolonging your success. You're prolonging where you want to be at. You're prolonging the things that you could possibly have. You're prolonging, like, the limits. Y'all, not the limits. Let me not say the limits, but y'all prolonging where you can possibly be by now, just by sitting here entertaining people who don't want nothing more. What I noticed from being in a relationship for a long period of time is that people will say one thing. And this is why I'm keep going in a loop. Because people will say one thing and do another complete different thing. And that's not okay. Because you're listening to what they say. And if you're the type of person to just listen to what somebody say and not pay attention to their actions, you're playing yourself. You're playing yourself. Because if they said it, they should be able to do it. Point blank simple. I give the example of breathing. You don't think about breathing, right? You don't think about getting up in the morning because God has blessed you with life in your body for you to be able to get up each and every day. So if that's not something you think about, it's a subconscious thing, then why you have to think about how to treat me? Why you can't think about how to treat me, what to do, how to love me, how to care for me? I feel like when you really unconditionally love somebody, you don't think about loving them. That's my thought about it. You don't think about loving somebody when you can unconditionally love them. Like, you don't think, and I be talking about kids and stuff like that simply because, you know, our children, we love them unconditionally. And we do the best we can for them. We make sure they have the things they need. That's like, we don't think about that. We do it automatically. So when you say you love somebody unconditionally, you don't supposed to think about loving them. I feel that's my thought about it. Like, you're supposed to automatically want the best for them. You're supposed to automatically pour out love genuinely because it's in you for them. But when you're out here, I feel like making choices from temptation should not be that hard. It should not be hard for you to curb this temptational thing. And I understand, like, some things you struggle with that you need to work on. That's why I always say practice. But if you love me like you say you do, why is it so hard for you to curb temptation? Why is it so hard for you to understand, like, you know, I love this girl or I love this guy and they mean so much to me, and just for me to just do them like that will make me feel some type of way. So, to go back to the point of the video and the point of this live and the point of this chit chat is that a lot of y'all need to stop being so confused about what it is that you want in your life and really sit down and identify the things that you really want for yourself. Don't just say you don't want a relationship, but you're out here trapping people by using honesty as your trap. I forgot what the lady said on TikTok, but you're trapping people basically by telling them the truth and feeling like they supposed to fuck with you just because you tell the truth. And sorry for cursing, but, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Some of y'all need to, like, really get it together mentally, because y'all allowing people to manipulate you and use you and cause you more pain and trauma in your life simply because they feel like honesty is all they need to do, and you should treat them like the world. That's a problem. That's a you problem. That's a you problem you need to fix. That's really a you problem that you really need to fix, and you really need to get some help for that. Because it's not okay to let somebody use you and traumatize you and put all this burden on you just for the sake of them wanting to feel good or them wanting something good out of the situation. You are worth more than that. You're worth so much more than that. You're worth so much more than being a second choice or an option. You're worth so much more. So please, like, take the time out to really identify your emotions, identify who you is as a person. Really take time out to see what you really want out of life. I was at a point in time in my life where I didn't understand what it was that I want. And I would just say things, but my heart would feel some type of way about doing the things that I said that I wanted to do, which was not in me. I don't know if that made sense. Like, it wasn't aligning with my heart. My heart and mind wasn't aligning with the things that I said. So follow your heart and mind. Let them become one. And the decision should not be hard, because they are in agreements. And I feel like doing the thing that you love, or being with the person that you love, or being in a situation where you're understanding of one another and you're growing and you're becoming something with one another, it doesn't become difficult. It becomes more easier, if that makes sense. So I feel like y'all need to stop letting people confuse you with what they say, and pay attention to your words aligning with their words, aligning with the actions, because a lot of y'all be getting tricked. And I feel so sorry for y'all, because I feel like y'all don't feel like y'all worthy of anything. Like y'all, I feel like y'all don't feel like y'all really worthy of love. Y'all say y'all want love, but y'all don't feel like y'all worthy of it. Y'all don't feel like y'all worth the wait. So what you gotta wait? What's wrong with waiting? Why you can't wait? Why you settling? Why you settling for somebody who's telling you something, but they're not doing what they say? I feel like people feel like they can just tell you something and you're supposed to be okay with what they tell you. No. But that's it for my little chit chat. I just wanted to come on here and just chit chat about that, and I hope that it could help somebody. Strength is not freaking. It's not. It's not something that you just automatically have. It's something that you have to practice. Just like a man can lift like a certain amount of pounds of weight, they practice that. They do it daily. Strength is a daily thing that you have to build upon. Not, it doesn't just come like that. Sometimes it's natural for other people, but you have to work hard and practice hard to gain strength in many areas. Your mind, your body, your soul, you know, it comes with practice daily. And if you fall short of practicing every day, do it every other day. Make a routine in practicing something that's going to benefit you. You are just as important as that other person. You are just as important as your family. You're just as important as your kids. You are important also. So take care of you so that you can take care of others. Stop allowing people to run you down mentally, making you feel like you're not worthy, because you are. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up, and I will I will try to go live every now and then and pick topics on stuff that I want to talk about, and I'm gonna go ahead and get back into my podcast too. So if you haven't followed me on podcast platforms, wherever you listen to your podcast, go ahead and follow me. I'm gonna try to get all the description links. The links in the description for you guys, so that you can go ahead and subscribe. You can subscribe here to this channel. You can also subscribe to my beauty channel. It's just I have to get me together so that I can bring you guys the content, and one day I will be able to share a story that's so powerful and so meaningful to you guys, to help you guys soar in y'all life and let you know that you're not alone. That's the only reason why I come on here, to let you guys know you're not alone. Everybody struggles with things, everybody goes through things, and you're not alone. But that's it for this live, and I love you all, and you guys have a